Po lewej stronie mojej siedzi ważący 344 funty.
Piotras Haito.
Mający Mitsubishi. Piotras.
Haito.
O, działa.
O! Witamy pierwszego oglądającego.
Jak to zauważyłeś?
Wyświetla się.
Weź tu kurwa giry. Radek, jak zaczniemy grać, będzie muzyka, podejdziesz do Twitcha tam na kompie
I napiszesz na czacie
sprawdzisz, czy jest dobrze poziom głośności, nie? Że to będzie bardzo cicho, bo tam jest laptop strasznie cicho odpalony. Ale no, zobaczysz, czy nie będzie nas zagłuszała muzyka, bo teraz jest w miarę git. To zaczynamy gierę.
Także zaczynamy. Zobaczymy, co z tego wyniknie.
Odcinek pierwszy, Game of...
The fucking Tron. The Peep Tron.
The Pip.
The Peep. This game series adapt the choice you make.
What?
What
The fuck?
For coś tam house forester has been royal banner.
Kocham Piotrka czytającego po angielsku.
Stark. In the darkest reach of the wolf world. They coś tam ironwood trees.
I to się zachowa. To jest
Now the north. Jej, zabrali mi. Kurwa, czytadełko. Biba. Jocie, ale jocie. Hej, słyszysz? Niedźwiedź idzie co tu?
Miałem powiedzieć.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
Set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Pick up.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Co to było?
Now that's a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Why not?
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
No wiemy.
I had a hand in it, you know. Hand in what? Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer? Aye. Well, I had a hand in it. Aye.
Tu jest naprawdę za mało czasu, żebym ja wam tłumaczył, co jest, co tu... Jakbym zagrał sam, to bym sobie przeklikiwał, nie? A tu nie ma czasu, żeby się zatrzymać.
Dobra, jedziesz.
I wytłumaczyć wszystkie opcje dialogowe. To nie ma takiego w ogóle kurwa tego.
And his ankles, 10 others took him down.
Właśnie.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Garrett?
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field plowed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Tu się zaraz coś odjebie.
Ciekawe, gdzie to jest.
To Robb Stark, the king in the north!
The king in the north!
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and Ride as the vanguard! The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Iron from ice! Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. You've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I
Masz
don't
być
doubt.
honorowy.
But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Gdzie my w ogóle jesteśmy
Now
mniej
go
więcej?
and find Roderick if you can.
Czyli
A
jak
will, my
chcecie
lord.
to robić? Ja mam po
Thank
prostu
you.
sam wybierać opcje dialogowe, a wy
Tak.
oglądacie film?
Tak.
Skoro nie ma ten...
My będziemy próbowali oceniać, co
Squire!
jesteśmy.
Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me
Nie
a
do
hand?
pity, jak Great John.
Come on. Can I get up to you?
No problem, man.
No problem.
Ja
I've been a
powiedział, no
squire
to.
longer than you. So,
Kupił teraz
I outrank you.
A,
You should help me.
Czyli co, wam po prostu być takim miłym gościem, tak?
Miły
ale
gość, honorowy.
honorowy, bo jesteś z północy.
Tak, bardzo honorowy.
Fetch more wine.
Rodzina i
My
honor
armor.
przede wszystkim.
My boots. Just no
Forever.
luck to end up with Norin when you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
Gdzie to jest w
Drunk,
ogóle?
a liar, and an arrogant prick.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky.
Teraz opowiada mniej
Low
więcej, co widzisz.
expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms.
Znaczy Monia, tu nie ma
I
nikogo
suppose this
znajomego.
beats pig farming.
No bo to jest
But
niby w
not
tych
by
czasach,
much.
ale...
Don't get angry with me.
takie no
No different, you and
Znaczy
I.
się w
Aye.
książce są
But not the son
wymieniani,
of a pig
Ale
farmer.
zraz,
ale to
My
tylko,
father had
no,
dignity.
tak wspomniani, co nie, nawet nie występują w książce.
All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this.
O,
Which is nothing.
ty,
The
ludzie
lowest of the law.
O nie.
For all
Zabij,
I
od razu.
know, we could be squires for
Co się
life.
źle skończy.
Pouring wine around
Skończy
a
się.
fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give
O,
it time.
jakie fucking
You'll get there.
Easy for you to say.
Co? Jak to?
Maybe if my
Znaczy, to
uncle
już
had
były
passed
czasy
Danielu.
wolne?
Forrester, I'd feel
Były
different.
czy będą?
Danielu.
That's nothing
Były
to
czy
do with
będą?
it. How much
Oj,
you've heard 'em.
oj.
To się źle
Right over there.
skończy.
O kurwa,
O.
to są bliźniaki.
Aha!
Stoimy pod frajami.
Według Pawego...
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Niech stoją. Na razie nie
Nice
za
night
bardzo
for a
tak
wedding.
to pić. Co to?
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his
Za
daughters.
dużo uzbrojonych frejów.
Nie podoba ci się to?
Wiesz co, jeden kuszon.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir
Tak
Gary.
trochę dziwnie jak na wesele, nie?
What's wrong?
Nie jest to takie z książki, co
Nie.
może potem była...
To jest tak jakby tu, ale ktoś inny jest. Nie wiem czemu.
W sensie było coś
O,
takiego,
ciu!
że była...
What's gone into you?
Słuchaj,
You're acting rather odd.
deszczyka
You
Stamir.
need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
Jaki jest piękny.
What's wrong with him?
Chodźcie tam serek, bo...
Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Co?
Oj,
Ja pierdolę.
Save 3.
Warn Lord Forrester!
The others.
Good luck.
O, w dupę!
Można było albo go ocalić, albo Lorda ostrzec.
Vicky już patrzy.
Jest Gra O Tron. Panie i panowie.
Ale kogoś już tak wiesz,
Ja!
O!
Łoni!
Ja zacząłem klikać, ty! Przegapiłem ten event.
Jest prawdziwa Gra O Tron. Znowu wyjdę jeszcze kasami, chwilę.
A, dobrze. Nie daj
się, Bartek!
Tarczą do tarczą! Nie.
Masz Monika, krwawe gody. Nie!
Nawet ja to.
Uciekaj?
Shoot that one!
Ojej.
Tego nie napiszę.
Właśnie przegrałem.
O nie, i cofamy się w czasie.
Valar Morgulis. Valar do tego.
Cofnęło nas?
No, do krótkiego. Bo... Nie wiedziałem, co robić.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
A to tutaj już. Weźmy tego chłopa borowca, który wyczytał to.
Look out!
Co się stało?
Dołączył do pracy.
Dołączył.
Zaczął kręcić.
Wiesz, jakiś znajomy ryj się pojawił. To Bartek walczy na mieczach?
Ja spierdalam. Teraz mi gość próbuje założyć ruszenie. Rear
No.
I go podchodzi.
Konie go robi Rejo, dobrze mu tak.
Rodri!
Ser Rodrik jest? No właśnie, dlatego się zdziwiłem.
Dawno.
Jak to będzie? A tu dalej, no nie. Teraz ta walka jest lepsza niż 10 sezonów.
To się przydzieje wszystko naraz.
Did you find Roderick?
Ej, chodźcie wypuścić.
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Czytacie, czy mi
Nie wiadomo komu, a może Bartkowi. Albo Bartkowi.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
A my wam prześladować głowy.
I didn't leave him.
Tata znowu zrobiła kupę.
Ostatnio u Dawida usiadł.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Znajdź broń, szybko.
Tam czyścił?
Nie. Mam to na lole.
Walter 3, you fucking traitor!
Pierdolony
Still time.
Pierdolony
Czyli można
zdrajco.
przeklinać, tak?
Tak.
Ale kurwa zajebiście.
Pierdolony zdrajco.
To pole pierdol.
No to właśnie coś w tym stylu.
Jezu, spierdalaj.
Chyba gra mu na to nie pozwoli.
You're wounded, my lord.
I've suffered worse.
Aha.
Wykrwawia się.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go. You're welcome.
I won't leave you, my lord.
And you will.
My lord,
by the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! Teraz trzeba coś tam powiedzieć. Tylko ja.
With love, the fray.
Naprawdę film oglądał. A grafiki są jakieś nieźle zrobione?
No typowo dla tego. Taka komiksowa grafika.
Jo! I teraz w wersji polskiej występują
The King's Landing.
ale fajnie.
Gdzie ty widziałaś?
Ale fajnie to przerobili na tym silniku przecież, nie?
To tak jak początek jest.
Ale kurwa. Trochę ciężko się tak... Ja gram na takiego oglądać sobie film.
No właśnie, więc Bartek...
Jest to, że nie ma w ogóle czasu na reakcję z czasem, na wybranie okej? Jest tak szybko też, okej? Nawet nie ma takiej możliwości, żebym wam to
Ty,
przedstawił.
odcinek się dopiero zaczął.
Tak, epizod pierwszy.
Wiecie, że są czasami takie, w ogóle takie gry, że, znaczy takie filmy, że można brać udział i różne zakończenia.
Tak, no to też jest coś takiego.
To jest tu.
No właśnie.
Z tego co czytałem, można się do Boltonów przyłączyć albo iść drogą startu. Dalej.
To lepiej iść drogą startu.
No oczywiście.
Widziałeś, Bartek?
Pójdziemy.
No ja dostałem wytyczne od was, co mam robić, ale szybko muszę przeklikiwać, nie? Jakby...
To rób nie mówiąc, to się może...
Teraz chodź zobacz na lata.
Ja po prostu
Wiko,
klikam,
nie możemy.
No właśnie, ranek pijany.
Ale nie krzyczcie na nią, ona też potrzebuje zainteresowania.
No tak.
Krew.
Radek,
Świeżo.
świeży dzisiaj jesteś.
Boże, widzę buzię w tym.
Ale kurwa, jaki miecz. Większy od hopa.
Jak dzisiaj przeczytałam, mówi do mnie Radek
Great
jest.
sword.
Ja mówię, no wiem, no wczoraj jest, fajnie.
Pali się.
I znając życie, to pewnie waleriańska
A
strona.
ty teraz chodzisz już sam sobą, tak jakby?
Tak.
O!
O! Przeżył!
Ten wóz.
Ojej!
Przeżył.
To dobrze czy niedobrze, że przeżył?
No walczył dla nas, to dobrze.
O, halo.
Wstawaj, wstawaj!
A ten już nie.
Teraz gdzie Radek?
That's father's car.
Schował się gdzieś. Radosław.
Wóz ojca.
Das Bus Fader. Das Bus Fader.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Bolton śmiecił.
Zabij go. Od razu.
Świnie zabili.
Świnie!
Żebyś na raz tam nie skończył. Bo go będzie bolało.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you.
A wiesz,
I said move
kiedyś
on.
Radek,
Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Macie ich na rękach nosiła?
Nie, spierdalaj do ojca.
I recognize you. You're a forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Że jak widzi jakiś stany się robi.
Where'd you get that sword?
Mała, to kiedy?
Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
Aż się zbudowałaś.
None of your fucking business.
Już ciekawy jest.
Dobrze.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
Aha.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Jak to powiedział kiedyś Boguś.
My land! This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new warden.
Śmieci.
I reckon you like a proper lordly sword like that.
Co do Ramzeja.
The kill of the Boltons. Man.
No. I'll have that sword, boy.
Głozy?
Come get it, you bastard.
Co Bartek robi walkę?
Ale co jest, kurde, mi bardzo.
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Obaj.
You really are a pig farmer.
Szybszy będzie.
Berserker jebany.
Dobrze.
Pierwszy frag. Pierwszy frag w życiu i sobie takie, o kurwa, zabiłem.
O kurwa, zabiłem.
Tak wygląda.
A więc to takie uczucie.
No to kurwa, no to walczył u boku rowa i nie walczył.
A walczył boku rowa?
On nie był parowkiem przypadkiem? Ten nasz?
Ale Gierm.
No właśnie, ale
Aha.
Kobiet też walczy.
Tak.
on nie wygląda na takiego, co potrafi. Ale bo walczył, ale nic nie zabił, nie?
Nie.
Nie chciało. Tak
Kill.
I have no quarrel with you. No, please. I will see you angry.
Biednego Boltona mnie? Innego sama?
Jeden uciekł.
I było, że zapamiętam, co zrobiłeś. Bo te wszystkie takie decyzje są ważne.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Tato, nie umieraj. Fader.
Zajebali ją.
I tried to stop them.
Wiktoria. O Boże.
I'll kill the men who did this.
I teraz zemsta za rodzinę jest najważniejsza dla mnie, tak? Jako decision makera.
Wiktoria, łapie go szybko. Za nią weźmie.
Bo ja jestem tylko waszym narzędziem, tak?
Nie daj,
Tak. Naszym narzędziem.
Ale zarąbiście to wygląda.
O nie, on nie
Tak?
ma oczu.
No,
It's
ten
Garrett.
Ej!
Garrett! It's Garrett! It's Garrett Bale! Tak, wiesz, to tak, Garrett Bale przychodzi na stadion Tottenhamu Hotspur.
Garrett! Powiedział Jose.
Garrett!
Wiktoria.
Podbiegł do niego Harry Kane.
You were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the great hall. Quickly!
No Boże.
Poradek nie strach.
Mamy tu przestań. Nie
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton.
White
They
Hill.
killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
Boltonowie?
Nie.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable, unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, mister.
A potem...
Nie wiem. Choć się domyślam. Ale
Blade
tam
cut
zobacz,
deep.
jaki to pole
I should be able to save your leg.
na ścianie. Weźmiemy go, zajebiemy
Your justice was swift.
Proszę.
Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course.
and we can't let the White Elves just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Co oni tam mówią?
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ty nie proponuj piwa, bo jest mało.
To co, ja nie wypiję tak.
O. No to się zrobię, nie?
Co?
Co to?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
Jak trzeba będzie się jednoczyć.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Mandarin.
Not odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house. I all know.
No sama pokazałaś.
Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Ale potem ty nie będziesz miała plasterka, jak będziesz potrzebowała nagle.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Czyli będzie tak zwana zemsta za Family and Clan, tak?
Tu mi nakleisz? Ach, ty pani pielęgniarko. Schowany strufek. A który to plasterek? Z jakim rysunkiem? Wiki?
The Ironwood Grove.
Wiki? Z jakim to rysunkiem jest plasterek?
Olafem! A byś chciał Elzę?
Nie, może być Olaf. Będę miała faceta na kolanie.
A była też Elza.
To dla ciebie.
Ale gdzieś się zgubiła. A, no tak, ja ją użyłam.
No zawsze można kupić nowe Wiki, bo może tam
Ja ją użyłam.
żabce są.
Co to tak się spokojnie zrobiło?
Gierardek.
Nie wiem, schował się, szukaj go. Jedz.
Radek, chowaj mnie.
Co?
You seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengren. Look, I'll show you.
Może jakiegoś tam energy drinka albo Red Bulla innego wypiła.
Piotras?
Did your leg feel weak?
Zobaczcie, czy
No.
macie na pewno swoje monstery.
I just wanted to ask you,
Już dwa poszły.
who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Jak byłam mała, to zawsze wypijałam mamie kawę, jak spałam.
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was
A na
assigned.
HBO miałeś przerwę na
Advising the late Lord
reklamę?
Forrester was an honour. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging.
Nie,
There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
No, pewnie zaraz tak.
Ukryła, nie wiadomo gdzie.
Ukryła się?
Why do the White Hills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
A ile jest epizodów?
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Jeszcze raz, ale mama, ty wtedy nie będziesz wiedziała.
I'm sorry.
Nie będziesz nic mówił, dobra?
Later. Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady.
Ola jako braciszek.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Robb Stark named him to lead the van for the march on Casterly Rock.
A fitting tribute, no doubt. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Nie wiem, czy najlepszą decyzję podjąłem.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Ramsay Snow, zabij go.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They attacked me.
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this, I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same as any man.
One of them men killed my family.
You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
You can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair.
but it is what's best. Na The Wall nas wysyłają.
Na mur?
No.
Na The Wall nas wysyłają. Spotkamy Johna Snowa.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Nowa jest, nowy poziom, powiedzmy, względem wieku jest o osiągnięciach dziecka. No i wyszło, że tam Wiktoria jest ponad normę nawet w sumie.
O, konika dostaniemy, może jakoś...
Word up to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first.
Monika, pójdziemy na mur.
I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Po co my na Walla pójdziemy?
Taką fajną... Ała!
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
Zabicie tego typa.
Ołówkiem co się pisze.
A, czyli dostaliśmy kachę.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Piotrka?
Ja nie wiem, zawsze uczyli kill the Bolton.
What?
A to źle.
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
A może oba?
Ale różowy jest twój. Ja wiem, że
Sorry, you caught me by surprise.
ale to jest twój
It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Jaki dałaś?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
Zawsze uczyli kill the Bolton,
This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Kurde! Nie kliknąłem.
I can only hope Lord Forrester wasn't wrong to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Po prostu przemilczał gość.
But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Niewybranie opcji dialogowej też jest dobre.
Skończył mi się czas, ja się zajebałem, bo się spojrzałem w telefon. I dostałem powiadomienie.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Reprezentujesz ród Forresterów, więc bądź kurwa grzeczny chuj. Co, na mur nas wysyłają? Do Jana? Do Jana Śniega? Ojej.
Garrett, wait!
Oh, wait.
Medalion nam daje. Take this.
Take this.
Be safe.
Thank you, my lady.
Nic nie powiedział. Odwrócił się na pięcie i wyszedł.
Wiktoria kolano okleiła.
Co nadała?
Naklejki, ale różowy, niebieski.
Gdzie?
Piotras, nie.
Ethan?
Eden?
Eden?
Hello, Eden.
Eden?
Iwen?
Hazard?
What?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Co za dziecko?
He hides too well. And if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
On nadam smart.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him. Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Hello there.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it. He was worried you were gone. I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asha. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Hello there. Sir Royland, for one. He says you can't fight for me.
What?
They can't be.
He calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play together? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Robimy przerwę na
Where was
reklamę.
I?
You weren't born yet.
It's so much fun.
Zatrzymać teraz?
Then
Da się, ale wiesz, w środku dialogu?
No w środku
Roderick
dialogu
became
to
so
nie.
serious, the Lord in
No jest
training.
jedyna osoba.
We never smiled anymore. Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Te testy to też są takie kurna, że gramatyka bardziej niż
Lord Ethan,
No.
you're needed in
Ale
the
tak jest
Great Hall at once.
uczenie.
Quickly, on your
To
feet.
jest trochę głupie. Ja się więcej angielskiego nauczyłem z tego, że Netflixa oglądam z zapisami.
Ja uważam, że idiomów powinno więcej być w szkole i takiego słowa.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Mówię, niech pan da jakieś...
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
On jakieś teksty.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Poczekaj. I co Bartek, da się
Teresa się cieszyła, że przyjdzie.
reklamę zrobić?
Chodź, pokaż, co ty tam masz. I co, zostajemy czy nie? Co wybrałeś?
You showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill's in the lab. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here.
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Tell him to go away.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you'd like.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Ty, grubas. Hello, Lord.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors, oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Ooh.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses.
Fajka opadła.
This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house. Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
No powtarzasz 1000 razy.
Do your worst, you bastard.
No I dalej swoje.
Kurwa jeszcze odwracaj.
You must find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, but you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Idę za tobą.
Dobra, będzie kolejna jakaś...
Pauza?
Pauza.
Co? Jak to?
Dobra, go, Power Rangers.
Jo, dobra. Odpaliłem mikrofon.
Już? Dzień dobry.
Your sister can help us.
Co to jest?
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour.
O, no,
Lady
teraz
Marjorie's
mam
betrothal to
napisane.
the king may be enough to
Kingsland.
keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Chuj, nie, że ja nie wiem, o co chodzi.
Ja tutaj podejmujesz decyzję.
Tak, ja jestem wyjebany kompletnie. O, teraz mam typiarą. Co to jest w ogóle?
Nie, to chyba jest... To jest chyba jedna z tych sióstr, tych Ironwoodów. Coś wspominali w tym lesie, że jedna jest w królewskiej
no.
Strange place, Essos.
Chciałem, tu było napisane, jak ona się nazywa, ale nie spojrzałem.
Either make this for me.
Zostaw go, już niech śpi. Wiktoria.
Ale chociaż paszki ma ogolone.
Wiktoria. O, Wiktoria.
Tak.
No idź na łóżko, idę już.
A przytulić? Pani córko.
O, tutaj jest.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Miłość Boga Ojca, łaska naszego Pana Jezusa Chrystusa.
I pewności Duchu Świętym, niech będą z wami wszystkimi. I
z brzuchem Twoim.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Idźcie w pokoju Jezusa.
Kurwa naszło.
I hope to see them all.
Zaraz będzie.
To nie tak brzmiało dalej.
Diabłu nie będą
Skacz z okna.
King's Landing.
No nie rozumiem, jak można iść o 7:30?
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath
Ja
today.
rozumiem jeszcze o 10, o którejś tam 12, ale o 7:30?
No, czasem jest o 6 nawet.
No, ale jak takie wiesz... Jak tacy ludzie wstają o 5 rano, do 6:30, dla nich to jest
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Wczoraj o do 20 widzieliście, o której przyszłam do domu. I tak często przyszłam. Bo jak nie pracuję, to sprzątam. I kurwa już robię za wszystko, za recepcję, za kurzystę, za sprzątaczkę.
Jesteśmy w transmisji.
Nie wiedziałam. Było mówić.
Dzień dobry.
Mówię.
Mam imieniny.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Bądź miła.
Ja mam być miłym, tak? Ja mam być tu miłym gościem.
Tak, wiadomo, no ludzie północy są bardzo dobrzy. To są ci dobrzy.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
My lady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Z reguły ludzie północy
Work for Lady Marjorie?
za wielkiej wagi do swoich tytułów. W
I may
sensie,
be wrong.
nie są tacy
But it seems like you
napuszeni
do.
jak lordowie z południa, że mieć.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Tylko, że normalnie potrafią podejść. You man! Co?
No teraz, wariacie.
Wstawaj! Marjorie Tyrell!
You're early. I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Ej, no, ma mniejsze cycki niż w serialu. Co to ma być?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
A co mówi?
No żeby... Do tej, co teraz się muszę powiedzieć jej to, co ona chce usłyszeć i żeby się nie...
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Pamiętaj, jeździć w kim jeździ węż.
Good luck.
You can do this.
Tyrion!
Tyrion?
Tyrion.
Ja. No cicho.
And Cersei Lannister.
Oho.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Lady Mira.
To idź na miesiąc.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Dobra, Wiktoria, chodź.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
Tak?
He's not here, is he?
She is. Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Noble? Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're merely dead. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Ja nie mogę dalej się rozwijać.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Nie do końca we wszystkim, ale...
Well, nothing perhaps. It's hard to tell either way.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Już? Naprawiłaś się?
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. No doubt Lady Marjorie will forgive you. Eventually. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Zmiana sceny? Jakby film oglądał.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the fourth cousins and the ninth sons. Sir John, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour. Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
A Tywin jeszcze żyje?
We're just having some fun.
Tywin?
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Co to za warczało?
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Marjorie.
Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Tak czy nie? Ale co?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Wszystko to przebiegłe jest tutaj, kurwa.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
To Tyrion to jest dobry człowiek.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Tyrellom też w miarę można ufać.
About my family.
Co?
Niby Tyrellom też w miarę można ufać. Ale myślą głównie o sobie.
No właśnie.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Go on. Ask.
If you could ask Joffrey to intervene on behalf of my family. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee. If Joffrey could send a raven and tell the Boltons no one at House Forrester is to be harmed.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Garrett.
Garrett? No?
Garrett.
Ile ściana?
Oj.
Seven Hells.
Jakie Seven Hells? Jesteś na północy, kurwa.
Baranów.
The old god.
No właśnie, co on? Na siebie
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Ciekawe, czy jest fetor. Nie poszlak taki fetor.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Ale że Gordona Ramsaya?
Gdzie Jon Snow?
Bloody hell.
Tylko kto to był, kurwa?
Ważne.
Co to?
Nowa scena.
Znowu ten...
Lord Ethan! As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what would they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move!
Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
A co on mówi, że jest co?
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
I will decide.
Take his fingers! The thief! If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Ciężka decyzja.
Obciąć mu 3 palce, czy wysłać go na mur?
Czy okazać litość?
Tego ostatniego tak średnio biorę pod uwagę, szczerze. Co wiesz, chodzi o autorytet, tak?
Łobetnij palce.
I, Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No! Please, my lord! My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
You may carry out the sentence, sir.
This is injustice, my lord!
No tacy mu obcięli, a co? Znaczy,
północnych zasad, to ten dzieciak właśnie powinien mu palce obciąć.
No wiem. Nadal jest za młody jeszcze.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Let's start.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
That is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Bo to jest Australijka, dlatego. Co? Dobra, znaczy dobry pan raz.
Dobra, to musi być pauza. Po reklamie.
I'm okay, I'm not alcoholic.
Czyżby?
You're all worthless and weak.
Monia, przynieść ci piwo? Jak to? No i że jeszcze masz, czy? O Boże, no chciałem ci pomóc. Dobra, daj spokój. Przyniesie ci się jutro nowe.
Maester?
Yes, Lord. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Maester, I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. There was one man who stood above all others. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Dobrze, to ci poszukam później. Też chcesz. Jutro to już nie będzie.
Ale co im dajemy?
To coś, co nie wiem.
Co?
To jest ten Duncan, jest chyba wujek Gareta, nie? To jemu dają, nie? Nie wiem. Bracer. Komu dają, no?
Bracer to chyba tłuszcze jest.
Możliwe. Nie wiem, ja się nie znam na tym uniwersum. Albo to, co on położył na stole. Komu?
Daj tam tego polewu. Komu?
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
Panowie, proszę. Uspokójcie się, kurwa.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
The wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad.
It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Dosyć.
W samej twierdzy mogą mieć pewnie z 300 ludzi.
My new sentinel favors a certain approach and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrack. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
No co jak co. Zaprosi Ramsaya do wielkiej hali, a to
albo żeby przy bramie.
Kurwa, szwagier,
Ja bym go nie wpuszczał.
No właśnie, ale wiesz...
Ale honorowo byłoby tak, wiesz...
No,
przyjąć.
Honorarium, ale on jest upośledzony.
No jest upośledzony, ja bym go kurwa nie puścił.
No właśnie, no to trzeba...
To jest kurwa debil.
To co? Przy bramie?
Piotras. Moje zdanie znasz. Piotras chodzi, kurwa.
A gdzie jest trzecia możliwość, że żołnierze zostawiamy przy bramie jego, wpuszczamy do wielkiej hali?
A, bez pochodni.
Nie, ale patrz, to jest chociaż taka decyzja, którą może przedyskutować, nie? Ale zwykła dialogowa ma kurwa krótki pas.
No właśnie, jeśli go nie wpuścimy, też może mu odjebać.
A jak go
no i może to
też
podziałać negatywnie naszą dyplomację potem z tym Starkiem. Z tym Snowem. Chuj go wie. Nie znam.
Znaczy Snow Starkiem, no. Snow Starkiem.
Piotras to kurwa burza mózgów
Ja bym go nie
jednoosobową.
wpuścił. Ja bym mu jeszcze wyjebał w pysk parę razy, kurwa, frajerowi jebany.
Widzisz, no bo my go w sumie znamy. No ale no kurwa, no z jednej strony, jeśli się go wpuści do hali, może no coś by było ugrać.
A jak wejdzie z tymi swoimi hałkami, kurwa?
No to już mniej się ugra.
Już mniej się ugra.
No, ja czekam. Ja jestem tylko narzędziem.
A chociaż przy bramie to by były...
A nie jest kulturalnie przywitać przy bramie yo.
Yo man, ale cię nie wpuścimy man, bo ci nie ufamy man.
Bo my cię nie lubimy man.
No podejmuj się decyzję, choć raz za mnie.
Jeśli by się rozmawiało przy bramie, jasno by mu się dało...
Dobrze, ale oni chcą z nim porozmawiać przy bramie, czy chcą go ugościć?
Ale tu chodzi o to, co my chcemy.
No tak, tylko że w tych odpowiedziach, co jest zawarte, jest.
No tak, jeśli go przyjmiemy z nim wizytę w wielkiej hali oficjalną, czy przy bramie. Taką strasznie bojową mi się wydaje.
A chuj mu w dół.
Czyli do środka.
Wpuść go, kurwa.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Dobrze. Prawdziwy człowiek północy.
No.
A drugi
Apologies,
dowód, że mogłem kazać mówić.
But now that it is settled, We know what we must do.
Właśnie.
You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Ratuj nas, Sentinel.
Pozwalają nam decyzje podejmować.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
Spokojnie, man. Nie zapominam, man. O ty, man. Walczyłeś dla nas, man.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
To jest kurwa Malcolm.
A to nie jest ten właśnie ten?
Nie wiem.
Sprowadzamy tego typa, czy nie? W sumie, w skrócie. Chyba o to się sprowadza.
Po co ona chce go wysyłać do Essos?
Mi się wydaje, że właśnie po tego jego brata. Bo o nim cały czas była rozmowa.
No tak.
I że on, no i że on się przyda do napierdalania się.
Rodzina.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
No.
Okej.
A do tego się wysyła. To jest
Thank
Malcolm.
you, Ethan.
To jest
I'm glad you will let me do
Czy nie?
this.
Chyba tak.
Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Były być jakieś posłanie, że ty przekaż Malcolmowi, że ma wypierdalać.
To musi jakimś pierdolnięciem skończyć, nie?
Nie mam pojęcia.
Koniec.
Nie ty pizda.
Co jest? Zawiesiło się?
Pieczęć.
Rod Tyrell.
Zabrać ją, czy nie?
Wiesz, kurwa.
A jak przyjdzie Odlen na...
Wziąć ją, czy...
Wiesz.
To wiesz, jakby kradzież, to nie jest zbyt honorowe.
Niby się przydał w tym, ale Tyrellowie są po naszej stronie.
Czyli odłożyć na razie?
Może na razie odłóż.
Myślę, że i tak by się dowiedzieli.
No.
Ja myślę, że mają monitor.
Dziwny klucz.
Podnieś.
A klucz możemy zapierdolić.
Znalezione, nie kradzione. Nieważne, że to jest czyjaś komnata.
To wziąć klucz?
Bierz klucz.
Marjorie?
O Jezu.
Oh.
Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know.
Co tam pierdoling? About the
Thank you. I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years, and yet to be treated like that.
It's a private matter. You shouldn't take it personally.
Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us. Friends don't hold secrets from one another. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
W sensie, że jej chodziło, że jej nie ufa Marjorie, czy jak?
W sensie przez to, że w poprzedniej
My
rozmowie
lady, I'll leave you to talk.
prosiliśmy ją o pomoc, żeby ona do tego, no wiesz, poszła. Do Joffreya,
How
że
is King
poprosiliśmy,
Joffrey,
żeby
my
Sara
lady?
pierdalała, czy jak on się nazywa, i że, wiesz, i przez to ona...
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
Bogowie. Niby jest przyjaciółką, ale wygląda...
He said I was too easily swayed, and he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear, for now, but it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me.
Doceniła to. Appreciate it. Tak, Hera.
Ramsay Snow is on his way to Iron
Ja się nie znam tego uniwersum kompletnie.
Ty piara.
To jest Marjorie Tyrell.
Córka.
Wiesz, że nie musisz...
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Wnuczka.
Kogoś tam.
Milady.
Wnuczka królowej cierni.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
Kto to jest?
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who...
Mi się wydaje, że to dwór Sansa.
Coś w tym stylu chyba.
People who'd be willing to help you.
No nie?
On mówi, że zna ludzi, którzy mogą nam pomóc.
To. Tego pijanego mistrza, ty. Tego pijanego mistrza.
Temu w zbroi złotej nie ufaj. To Cersei'a.
Myślałem, że powiesz, temu zmienił, napluj mu w mordę.
Napluj mu w przyłbicę i pokaż mu cycę.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him, and without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us. I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Co jest?
Ten skurwesy.
Isn't this a lovely pile?
Ramzejas.
Not the place I want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Może Ramzejowi się to spodoba.
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you.
Warden
No,
of
that's enough.
Łechtaj go
Dupą cię wylizać, szefuncia.
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Welcome,
Lord Ramsay. Welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? The Lord Whitehall told me you were young. Yes.
A czemu ty chcesz Ramseyowi dupę lizać? Po
Look
co?
at you.
Podejdziemy
A token for the new warden of the north.
na długość sztyletu.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
On sam szedł, czy z ludźmi?
Sam z Whitehillem.
Dziwne.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Trzeba się...
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
Whitehill.
What do I want? Everything.
Bardzo mi się to nie podoba.
Ale nie przed gwardią.
Nie
We'll
podoba
see.
mi się to.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
Naprawdę?
My lord.
Co?
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it?
Kurwa, jesteśmy sami.
Here's the...
Manderly co zrobił?
I don't care about your loyalty. The crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the
okazji
stars
zrobił
for
pasztet
centuries.
z frejów, kurwa, i go na weselu
shields,
wpierdala.
I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Chcę zajebać
No,
Ramseya.
Lord Ramsay.
That's a good
Dołączymy
little...
się do Stanisa, okej?
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? The ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehill's done? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Foresters have been tending ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
Whitehill men? Never.
It's already done.
Ho.
Piotras? Piotras?
Bo jego ludzie weszli.
Piotras?
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff
To był zły pomysł.
will lead the garrison.
Chyba.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads,
No to
do
masz.
make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Ramsay ma swoją zabawkę.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone!
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Kurwa, nie jest u siebie, a się...
Let her go!
Cwaniaczek jest.
She's quite pretty. Your sister.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want brave lord. Far too much trouble. Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble. Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! No, please! Ryan,
Stop it!
Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan?
Tak poszło, to już poszło.
A mówiłem, kurwa, nie bierz go do środka. Nie posłuchali.
Bartek,
no.
możesz mu jednąć? Możesz mu, Bartek, jednąć? Bo ja to...
Chyba skończyliśmy pierwszy epizod.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me.
I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
To jest ten sam aktor, co Tyriona gra?
Tak. Okej. No to
koniec
na,
naszego-
na dzisiaj już koniec.
Na następny odcinek zapraszamy...
Na następny szwagierką.
Tak?
Nie wiem.
A nie jutro?
Dobra, czyli... No. Zatrzymaj transmisję.
Jadź.
Jo.